In the biology of business, I compare organizations to living systems. Just as every cell has to have accurate information for the body to function, corporate teams and individuals need open communication to thrive. When organizations choose to withhold information, especially during a crisis, they really risk creating an environment where misinformation and fear thrive. Take, for example, the Chernobyl disaster. The decision was made to cut off all communication that was going into that region and out of that region. People had no information for days after the incident. All the communication channels were simply closed off. In addition to that, early on in the incident, the decision was made to remove all the information about radiation, even from the national libraries, as a way of controlling potential panic. Well, this lack of communication protocol backfired. Without reliable sources, people turned to rumors, they turned to external sources. They were getting their information from continents 4,000 miles away about what was happening miles down the road. Doctors, in anticipation, once they found out what had happened, looked for information on radiation and found out there was none. Instead of calm, instead of understanding, people's fears were amplified. Their suspicion increased, their distrust increased. A lot of people were simply left to speculate. The same principle applies in corporate environments. When communication is absent or filtered, employees, one, they're going to figure it out. Two, if they cannot figure it out right away, they're going to fill that void with assumptions. And thirdly, they're going to create a narrative that's far worse than the truth. It doesn't just damage trust, it disrupts the stability or the homeostasis of the entire system. In our upcoming Behavioral Echoes podcast episode, we're going to explore how transparent communication fosters resilience, whether during organizational change or personal challenges. We're also relaunching our newsletter to dive deeper into the science behind the strategies we share for personal and corporate growth. But the lesson here is clear. In critical moments especially, share information thoughtfully and truthfully as a leader. Ensure that there are feedback loops so that you can avoid misinformation and chaos in your system. It's the only way that you're going to be able to ensure the health of your organization's body. My best to your health.